Hello, my name is Amélie Annoni and I'm happy to welcome you in my home for a yin yoga practice that will be hosted on Ripple Yoga Wear YouTube channel. For this practice, you're going to need a bolster or a rolled blanket or something to lift you for one of the postures. If you don't have that, block can be useful, or a pillow, anything that can welcome your back at some point is going to be nice to have. If you want to sit uplifted, feel free to use whatever you have. And we're going to start this practice by sitting with our hands on our knees. You can take a deep breath in, deep breath out, close your eyes and keep breathing through your nose, breath in and breath out. Take your time so you can actually settle in your practice on your yoga mat, in your body, and just feel the breath coming in and coming out. And take some time to feel your body on the mat. Take notice of the feelings of your legs, upper chest, lower chest. Feel your arms, the position of your head. And use this time to actually enter your practice and just leave outside everything you've been doing so far. Forget about anything that's waiting for you later on, and just keep breathing in and out. This is going to be a short practice, but the intention is actually to really take some time off and being able to rest inside your body and maybe help your body to move really slowly and to get rid of any tension you might have in your arms and back. You can place your hands together on your heart. And before we start moving, I just remind you of the three principles of Yin Yoga. The first one is that you follow my instructions to take a posture, but you really stop whenever you feel that you encounter a resistance in your body. Don't push yourself, don't try to go beyond what you feel, just rest in the small discomfort you can encounter, which means you're going to go really not as far as you might in an active practice. The second principle is that once you're settled in your pose, you can spend a few minutes there, between 2 and 5, depending on the intensity of the pose. And the very last one is that you're supposed to stay quiet and not move. And this is going to be our intention for today. You can open your eyes, change the crossing of your legs, just a few seconds to place, if you want, your intention, and then release your hands. And you can drop your right hand to the side, and with the breath in, lift your left arm and maybe bend a tiny bit to the side for just a short minute here. You can turn your face towards the sky and just keep breathing, and maybe here focus on your left lung and try to breathe in and feel the expansion of your chest. You might now come back with the breath in. And take a few seconds to notice the imbalance you created in your body. And now place your left hand to the side, breathe in, lift your right hand, and maybe move your hand to the side so you have more space. Turn your face if it feels good. And just settle here for a few seconds. As you did on the other side, you can feel your right lung and maybe try and expand it with a few breaths. Take a breath in and come back. Now you can come to sit on your heels if it feels good. If it doesn't, just sit cross-legged like you did before. We're going to do a breath sequence which is called Taoist breath. It has several parts, and you're going to move your hands as you breathe in and breathe out. So to start together, just take a deep breath out. And then breathe in, open your arms, lift your hands to the sky. And while you breathe out, you're going to bring your hands behind your head and push your hands to the side. With the next breath in, bring your fingers to your shoulders. And while you breathe out, push your hands in front of you. Extend your arms, bring your chin to your chest. Breathe in, lift your hands, maybe extend a tiny bit your back, and while you breathe out completely, you're going to bring your hands to the floor and maybe your head too. And then you start again. Breathe in, open your arms. And while you breathe out, bring your hands behind your head, push your hands to the sides. Breathe in, bring the tips of your fingers to your shoulders. And breathe out and push your hands in front of you, around your back. Breathe in, lift your hands, lift your head. And breathe out, and everything becomes round, sort of. And you go to the floor. Then you breathe in and you start again. One more time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Bring your shoulders, the tips of your fingers to your shoulders. Breathe out. Breathe in. Lift your head. Lift your hands. And breathe out. As you breathe out, you're going to enter the posture of the child's pose. You can place your hands now below your head. And stay a tiny bit here for just to have time to experience the feelings of what you did before, and maybe you can still feel the breath walk you just did. And feel the roundness of your back, and maybe use the next breath to release any tension, or maybe even release thoughts coming and popping into your mind. So you can really enter the feeling of being in this child's pose without any interference, nothing coming besides the body's sensations. You can take an extra breath here. And now lift your head and come on your stomach. Just lay down, and while you come here, you're going to be able to do Sphinx pose. So you make some room around you and place your arms on the floor, and you're going to be able here to maybe bring your hands further if you need, if it's relief for your back. But feeling some sort of tension here is what you're looking for. So you can stay here if you need, or if you want, you can squeeze a tiny bit your bottom. So it's sometimes for some people it's better to do it this way, but if it's okay, you can just stay here and breathe. The whole point of yin yoga is to turn the energy inside. In Taoism, they believe that the qi, the energy, the life energy, moves and in everything and gives life to everything in the universe, actually. And to them, the qi moves from yin to yang and yang to yin. And the movement is expanding outwards during yang phases and receding in a way inside during the yin phases. So while you practice yin yoga, actually you're turning the energy towards you, and you help your whole mind body to rest and restore its level of energy, of resources. You take one more breath in Sphinx pose, and then you're going to bring your hands together and actually rest your head once more here. And you can move your legs and back and sort of give a massage to it. a few seconds, and then while you rest, it's what we call in Yin Yoga the rebound of the posture. You can sort of feel the Sphinx still being here, and you can feel the way the body digests what you've done, and the way the tissues in your back are responding and reacting. And if you may, we're going to do once more the Sphinx pose, or one of its variations. So you can place your arms on the ground again, and you have different opportunities here. You can either bend your legs, maybe just this way, or you can leave your legs alone and place your hands to the side of the mat, and maybe start straightening your arms, and maybe brings your hands closer to the body. This is the seal pose. It brings more intensity to the extension of your back. You can stay here for as long as you want. If at any time you want to go back to Sphinx, really feel free. If it's good for you, you can tilt your head back, but you can also face forward or turn your face to the ground. It really depends on what you're looking for and what you're meeting actually while doing the posture. Just your breath settle in for an extra minute, just a long one. Could be a good time now, if you're in one of the variations, to bring your forearms back to the ground or release your legs, depending on what you did. So the Sphinx becomes a sort of rebound to what you've just done. It helps your back feel nice and start coming back to its neutral position. And after a few breaths here, you can completely release the Sphinx and place your head on your hands again. You can always turn your head to the side. Just make sure when you do so that you turn to the other side if it's possible for you. After all this extension, we've done. Maybe please come once more into child's pose for a few breaths. So place your hands under your shoulders and push your butt cheeks to your heels, and take some time here. Just a few breaths. Okay, when you feel good, you'll be able to bring your legs in front of you and take your bolster or whatever you have to support your back close to your hands so you can reach it whenever you're going to need it. And when you're ready, come to your back. Or settle on your mat. If you need to bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a small back massage, do it. And once you're ready, place your feet on the ground and lift your back. So you're going to be able to place your bolster, blanket, cushion, whatever you have, behind your sacrum. And then for the snail posture, bring your knees to your chest. Maybe place your back better on your support. And you can either straighten your legs here. If it feels good, you stay this way for a few minutes. If you want, you can round your back and bring your knees to your chest, or you can extend your legs. It doesn't matter if your feet go or your legs come close to your head, or if your knees are bent, it's definitely okay. You just want to feel a sort of stretchiness in your back, and feel your legs just rest, and your body and your mind find some quietness here. You can do any sort of variation that can help just find some stability. And it's a really nice way to then focus on your breath and focus on the way the ground is receiving your body, and the way your body is able then to be there and feel quiet and welcomed and taken care of, sort of. And take 3 more breaths, and you'll be free to release your legs and take some time to do so. There's really no rush, nothing ahead of you, just the pleasure of feeling your body doing the thing it's doing. Lift your back, take your bolster and maybe place it to the side. And when you're ready, bring your back to the ground really slowly. And once you're done, place your feet to the sides of the mat and your knees towards the middle. And you can place your hands on your stomach and your belly, and you can feel the breath coming in and coming out. Now, bring your feet close together, and just release your right leg. Maybe you have your bolster on the right side, and since you're going to do a twist, the bolster can host your left leg. So you bring your left knee towards your chest, and you can extend your left arm, and then with your right hand and breath out, just twist and release your leg on the bolster and take a few breaths here. This way you do a reset with your spine, and it's a nice way to finish your practice. All sorts of practices. And with this practice, you've been bringing your spine in all directions, side bending, bending forward, backwards, and then you twist, and you sort of complete the whole set of movements you can do here. And it's a really nice way to either start your day or end it. It's always good to bring mobility and consciousness to this part of the body any time of the day, because it's such an important part to take care of. And since it's really deep inside the body, it's like the deepest part you can move. And so it's the consciousness of what you're doing there is a really good way to focus on your body and to pay attention to what's going on there. You can come back. Settle for a few breaths before you even think about going anywhere else. You can move your props if you use them. Straighten your left leg and bring your right knee to your chest. Depending on the space you have, here I place my right arm in cactus position because I don't have room to straighten it, but do whatever you can. And place then your right knee to the left. Your head could move also, but it really depends on the way your neck feels. After the next breath, you can come back once more. Bring your knees to your chest and maybe massage your back. And from there, straighten your legs. Maybe place your bolster under your knees if it's something you enjoy. And place your hands to your sides. And here, take a deep breath in. Hold. Take a sip of air. And then exhale. And from here, you can enter your Shavasana. And you can actually stay here as long as you want. If you have the possibility to take 10 minutes, 10 extra minutes to reset your whole spine after what you've done, it's perfect. If you have less time, just appreciate what you have here. As for me, I want to thank you for taking the time to follow this short class. And I really hope to meeting you sometime soon again on this platform. Thank you.